Hey, what's up, y'all? It's me about to react to this vid. It's titled I'm Dante crashes out on rap fans. Oh, Lord. What is happening now? Let's see why he's crashing out. Let's watch.
I open up my X feed and I just see Dante as like villain number one. I'm like, what the hell is going on again? So I go and find out where this all started. And this started with him reacting to an IRL Song Wars concept.
This is Max.
Mike!
I can't tell.
Mike! How do you get this in a song that was already written before you even knew what was gonna happen?
I don't think that was
It
Max.
adds up! That's why you're mad as... Fuck you, murder! Oh my god! So, the two people involved in this, the guy that he's reacting to favorably, his name is Sky. Yes, you've probably never heard of him. Neither
Don't this look like something Max will wear? This looks like him for a second.
And then there was another guy named Mike Broke as F, which I really like the contrast we're going for now with the new underground rappers where, hey, so everybody's done with the whole rich stuff. They're like, yo, we're not rich anymore, we're broke. So ImDontai has this reaction, which is like, okay, cool. I've never heard of this IRL Song Wars thing, which we'll get back to a little bit later. But it seems like the fans weren't too happy with this. So a lot of people started coming back and saying, why did Dante say? Someone give context. Because this person was as lost as I am. He says he didn't F with a song on IRL Song Wars and he messed with another song. That's as simple as it gets, really. And then he says he didn't like an underground rapper that people who've never seen their father like and still Boolin made a tweet for them. So hell broke loose. That's what he's saying. So a lot of these guys that are fans of the other person, they got really mad and upset. And this guy, Mike,
Y'all are so parasocial. I'll never understand people getting upset on behalf of another person that you've never met in life. How does that work? You're mad at someone because they have an opinion about somebody else who you don't even know. Huh? Y'all are so lame.
Would react as well, but before we get to that, an underground rapper, I don't know if he's still underground, but a talented rapper, one that I actually know of and whose music I actually enjoy, this guy Slayer, he would react to this and say, watching everyone switch on Dante right now, this ain't a coincidence. And then...
Was he on XXL? I think so. Was he on the XXL freshman?
This person said, not even Dante, just the underground don't like criticism. Their ego's too big. He says, if you think you're too good for criticism, quit while you can. He would continue on Instagram and say, this whole underground stuff is just people overly acting tough and tapped in for some cool points. So when a person with real ears come into play now, y'all don't respect his opinion. If you want to train your weak ears, that's fine. But the majority of the world don't move that way. He says, then you want to call everything that ain't affecting the dopamine receivers burger because it's easy to digest? Is music not supposed to be easy to digest? Are we in a phase where the stuff gotta be booty to like it? Of course people outside of the underground gonna come in and say they don't like it. Y'all aren't making music for other people, just underground people. So stay in that effing lane and keep me out of that ish, because clearly me and all my people don't belong in that bracket, right? And he says, and yes, my guy Skype should have won E to D. So the guy Skype didn't win, and I did like that clip.
I don't listen to underground people, so I have no idea who these people are, what they talking about.
From that guy Skype. So this is quite understandable from this guy Slayer, and it's...
And I mean, it's not like I'm opposed to it, but where the fuck do I find these underground people? I don't want to go dig for your music. If you ain't on Spotify, I'm not looking any further than that, and I am A-okay with that. Some people are like music purists, and they try to put other people down for their music taste, which is also fucking lame. If that's your claim to fame, and that is your way of feeling superior to others, is because my music taste is better, that's a fucking low bar. That's what you're bragging about? Like, that is so fucking corny to me. Like, who cares what other people like and what music they like and don't like? Like, okay, my music taste is superior. I like this and your music taste. Okay, that's how you winning in life? That's embarrassing. But anyway, people are like that with underground rap for sure. So I know that there's some validity in what's being said, because they act like my music taste is better than everyone else's. You only listen to Drake, so your opinion doesn't matter.
No surprise why he's having success. And that is something that's happened in the underground since the late 2010s, is that it became its own subculture. Like underground, there were always, like let's say underground rapper, like MF Doom for a long time was considered underground. People like A$AP Rocky, we're going early 2000s now. People like Crooked I, these guys made music that we all knew was never going mainstream. MF Doom, he became as famous and as well liked as mainstream artists, but these guys guys made music that they knew was not, even in the early 2000s, was not ready to be consumed, or was ever going to be ready to be consumed by anything outside of a small niche subculture. So going into the 2010s, you would get people like Young Lean, you would get people like Team Sesh, you would get people like Raider Clan, even A$AP Rocky to a degree was like, there was this dark aesthetic underground, but A$AP Rocky, he would switch that up to go into the mainstream. Like the collaboration with Skrillex, that helped him break through the mainstream. Even that was, well, that's a whole different topic of music history we could go into, but we're focusing specifically on rap. And then from that moment, I would say like 2011 to 2016, a lot of underground music was just music that hadn't been discovered yet, but had the potential to go mainstream. Like you look at a Gucci Gang, right? That goes mainstream. You look at an XXXTentacion, right? He's got several songs, not even several, I think maybe a dozen songs.
And I feel like Uzi, they were definitely like on SoundCloud running shit for a bit, and then they like transitioned to mainstream. But yeah, I guess that's where a lot of people find underground music. I guess that used to be the case. I don't know what niggas is doing in 2026, but that used to be the case back in the day. But it's like, bruh, I need it readily available on my phone. Like when I'm on the plane and I ain't got service, like I need my shit already downloaded to my to my phone. I can't be doing the SoundCloud stuff.
Over 1 billion streams. You have a Juice WRLD. These guys, they all had the potential to go mainstream. Or they did go mainstream, many of them. And then we get this other phase, and I would say like where Plug and B kind of started. So 2018 onward, I would call this post-Tekka. So post-Tekka, you started getting all of these artists that never broke out of the underground, never went mainstream. Ken Carson, you could say kind of, but he's made his music a bit more palatable. Playboi Carti, Magnolia was palatable to the whole mainstream. And of course, like you've got the song that he does with The Weeknd. His songs that do the most are also the songs that are palatable. But like Plug and B, these guys never went anywhere. They never went mainstream. Like they had successful careers in the underground. And this develops that whole like underground culture. Like for example, they were talking about Baby Santana, right? Baby Santana, Young Fazo. Who was the other guy that, I'm forgetting his name. He was like, I don't know if he was like a Blood or whatever, but that guy, like all of those guys from that phase, some of them are still having okay careers, but none of them broke out. And then you had a Sofego who had potential, but he never made it out. Yeet was able to crack out of this. But since then, we haven't gotten anybody really. Like the Slayer guy, he's good. Like that dude Until Japan, they're good. But
Yeet been trash lately. That is a fucking lie. I used to really like Yeet, but his newer music, I can't. I don't like it at all.
Have yet to really
I really like his older stuff.
You could say he broke out with a hit. I'm pretty sure that one hit the Hot 100. So what Slayer is saying is that, we're trying to make sure, or some people, they want to break out of this. And to do that, you're going to have to make music that doesn't sound like only a small portion of teenagers.
Yeah, it has to appeal to the masses, and obviously not every single person, and you don't have to be super mainstream like a Drake, for example, but it does need to appeal to more than just your niche audience.
Because a lot of it just sounds like noise, like too slimy. Like that guy, he is terrible. He makes terrible music. And I've said this, but he has his own audience, and people think it's cool because they like the terrible music. It's like certain forms of metal, I guess. That's a new version of it. But that guy, Mike Broke as F, would react to this whole situation.
Hey, listen, this is my last video for all you that feel some type of way, making these sub posts. Slayer, Skype, that shit is garbage. Like, I'm just gonna keep it like, you feel me? No, I'm not gonna sit here and say like, no, this trash. I just don't feel you, bro. Like, come on, bro. You go look up Burger Music right now on Google. Go look it up right now. It's gonna say Try Too Hard. Put 4 different songs in one song and talk about talent. Baby Santana did that in 2021. My Young Fazo did that in 2021. Get the out of here. It's garbage. I'm gonna give credit where credit due too, because I'm a man at the end of the day. I'm not gonna sit here and say you didn't snap on the Song Wars. Like, you came different. Like, the way you came on the Song Wars compared to your real music, totally different. You feel me? You was talking that shit. I just don't feel that. Like, I just don't feel it. Like, you feel me? It don't even sound realistic, man. Like, like, come on, I can do that shit too. But you think I'm mad? I'm not mad. You must be new here. I've been tweaking like this forever. I get real passionate when I talk.
Okay, bro, you're top, bro.
Appreciate you. Hey, say player.
Listen.
Say player.
Slayer, burger.
Oh yeah, come on, bro.
This guy's just emotional about it, and I do like the fact that he has these feelings about his art and what he's creating. It's cool to be defensive. And to circle back to the point of criticism only matters if it's coming from a potential fan. So if this person's goal is to appeal to a wide audience base and potentially become a hit maker, right? Somebody that's goes mainstream, then yes, Dante's opinion is very important because he represents that. He's somebody that is not just in his early 30s, but he's also somebody that's listened to a lot of music and is somebody that is not a part of this like new niche. Like if the music actually stinks and you have to, I don't even know, you have to convince yourself that it's cool, it's not going to appeal to. However, if your goal is to just appeal to a niche micro audience that like this type of music and stay there, then his opinion, frankly, is worthless. And that's the important part. Like if somebody doesn't like a certain style of music and they are unlikely to ever be your fan, then you shouldn't get criticism from them. Like I always reference this, is Fantano and early Post Malone. He hated Post Malone. He was calling Post Malone, I think he called Stoney like terrible, but the reason is because Post Malone was a white guy with grills and braids, and he was doing that whole shtick, and that rubbed Anthony Fantano the wrong way. And eventually he would give Post Malone credit after he had massive success, but if Post Malone took any of his criticism seriously back then, it would have harmed the people that actually enjoyed his music, which is everyone else in the world. So that's for that segment. And then ImDontai decides to go off on all of the people hating on him.
Yes, I am 33. I am older than all you, and I'm richer than all you. And you will always see my opinion on this music. So you can call me old, you can call me a nerd. Yes, I'm a nerd. Yes, I love Harry Potter. Yes, I love watching anime. I love all this corny that you say that I do. And yet I still have more money. I more money than you will ever have in your life. I'm still successful than you'll ever be in life. Okay? And this is to whoever's talking about me, whoever's mad at me, whoever constantly says nobody watches me. I don't care how you feel about like what my opinion is, because I will continue to say my opinion on it. Like, don't act like I'm not him, because I am. Otherwise, like you wouldn't be out here calling me and everything else. But
so he had to let off a DDG moment. You know, everybody's got to let it off once in a while. What is a DDG moment? A DDG moment is when you feel that you got more money than people. That's what it is. I got more money than you. Full on DDG moment.
But I mean, it's necessary sometimes because these fucking viewers are weird. They will be so quick to be like, oh, you only got this much views, or nobody watch you, or you ain't. It's like, you have no views and nobody's watching you. Nobody knows what your name is, but you know who I am, so you are here watching me. So what the fuck are you talking about? So when you try to bring that up into the conversation, then yeah, it makes sense for these niggas to be like, I got way more money than you. I'm doing way better in life than you. What are you talking about? It's because they try to throw, you know, that at them, like, oh, you're not doing well, nobody watch you, and you're trying to, you know, little boy them and make it seem like they're not successful. And it's like, well, yeah, I'm way more successful than you, so what are you talking about? Like, you're not even making no sense. But people are really quick to do that online, so I understand the crash out to a certain degree. I don't even bother, okay? I'm not even going to respond. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. But I understand. Because when in the past, when I have seen certain comments, I'm just like, well, you have nothing. You're trying to come at me for what I got. You have nothing, and I am certain I'm doing better in life than you. So what are you even talking about? Like, it's so weird. Or they'll try to flex somebody else's money. This person get more views than you, or they got more. What do you have? You have nothing. So I get it.
Hey, some of these guys, they definitely deserve it, because this is why getting involved in like music communities and
obviously it's levels. There are people who are doing better than Dante. There are people who are doing better than DDG, and people who are doing better than Drake. Or like, it's levels to this shit. Obviously, there are always going to be people who are doing better, but it's like, but the main people who are the loudest and criticize people the most about their, you know, career or their, you know, status in life, it's like, you are way below these people that you're criticizing though. And not just you criticizing them as a person, no, you're criticizing their career, because look at what they said about him. Oh, nobody watch you and da-da-da. And it's like, but nobody's watching you. You could not get an audience if you tried. Nobody gives a fuck about you. So what are you talking about?
back and forth with these people is like Dante's doing these guys a favor. Does he need to be on some IRL Song Wars thing? Does he need to
But
be
yeah, I wouldn't waste my time with any of these people.
reacting to a mic broke as F? Seriously? Does he need to be doing that? No. So he's doing you a favor with the visibility. And everybody wins in this. Dante wins because he's just getting more attention. He's a streamer, so more people will watch the stream. That dude Skype wins because he got a favorable nod from Dante. That dude Mike broke as F wins because now I know who that guy is.
I don't classify that as a win. I feel like people put way too much stock in like temporary attention. Back in the day, maybe that it mattered more, but in today's like climate, people move on from shit so quickly and they will forget about you like that. And it's like, okay, just because I heard your name or I saw somebody arguing with you, that doesn't mean I'm about to go and look up your shit. There will be some people who do. So you might get like a couple fans that, you know, trickle over from this beef. But for the most part, no. People are just here for the drama. They're going to consume the drama. They may give their opinion and then they're going to move on. So yeah, this whole idea of, oh, well, everybody wins and like, oh, this is about to really elevate their careers. I doubt it. Just because they got into it with Dante, I don't think this will, you know, have everybody win in the situation. So I think people put way too much stock into it. It's like, no, that does not translate how y'all think it does. But yeah, it seems like he just had an opinion and people got salty about it. What's new? Y'all let me know what y'all think though, and I'll see y'all in the next time. Bye.